Hey Dosies, I'm Priss.
And I'm Taylor. You're listening to The Dose of It.
We're just two best friends on our wellness journeys, learning, growing, unlearning, and sharing it all with you along the way.
Now, we're not doctors or professionals, just two girls figuring it out and talking about all the real stuff, the good, the messy, and everything in between.
So grab whatever you're sipping on.
Because here's your weekly dose.
I think we're good. That's enough for
I trust us. We're good. Hello, Dosies, and welcome back to another episode of The Dose of It. If you are new here, my name is Taylor, and right next to me is my sexy, tiny, dainty diva falling through the cracks of the park, making friends with Goose, making friends with Geese. She's tiny. You can't even see her. Dainty diva, Liver, right next to me. Welcome to the podcast. Specifically, welcome to Side Effect Fridays. Liv, how are we doing, girl?
Well, Liv, I'm feeling really good. Thank you for that very sexy introduction. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did have a little body dysmorphia moment before we hit start because I'm not used to seeing myself in oversized stuff. So when I do see myself in oversized stuff, I get a little freaked out and then I start being really mean to myself. But I did have to stop myself and clock myself because Taylor told me something real important. She was like, Liv, you remember how bad you wanted to fit into oversized things at one point in your life? And I'm like, you know what? You ate with that. So I feel good, Liv. I am so excited to be back for Side Effects Friday. You guys are the backbone to the dose of it, and I want to shout y'all out again. We had so many messages over the past week just coming in telling us that you are enjoying the new setup, you are enjoying the 2 episodes a week, and I just want y'all to know that we see you, we hear you, and we wish that we could kiss you because we truly were in our heads for a little bit, and we were like, are we coming out with too much? Like, are we doing the most right now, coming out with 2 episodes a week? We didn't want to overwhelm you guys, and we also don't want to just like sit here and ramble.
Yeah.
Which, we do tend to do sometimes.
And it happens and it's inevitable. But I think we wanted to make sure that I think that's why Side Effect Fridays is fun, because we kind of just get to ramble and talk about something. We literally, if you're new here and you don't know what Side Effect Fridays are, we literally pull from a jar the topic of this week's episode. So we have no idea. Like, I think it's fun because we get to come in and kind of be like, crazy, and like, our normal Tuesday episodes are outlined. We prepare for them, like it's a whole thing, but we don't have to be professional on these episodes. I think they're kind of, I like that. I also agree with Liv. Like, I like that you guys have been responding to them. You guys, we were literally on live yesterday and someone was like, I need to start doing 5 a week, and we were like,
no, we would actually, you know what? Don't tempt us with a good time because we do love to but damn, we would really need cough drops at that point. We might have to come out with cough drop merch.
Yeah,
which, if you guys don't know, we are currently wearing our merch, the Dose of It podcast merch. Liv actually came up with this design, and I think it eats. Like, you did that, Liv. I don't know what bug you pulled out of your hair, but it was a creative one.
Yeah, I wanted to go for like when you see those like vintage like college sweaters, like the crew necks. Like, it's kind of, you guys can't see it. It's kind of like that like football vintage like crew neck style. And I don't know, that's just kind of the vibe I was thinking. This is from season 1 of The Dose of It. I love it so much. I feel like it's very nostalgic. And we love seeing, like, when we first started things back up again, like we were getting like messages of like our dosies. Like, I had to wear like the sweater for like the, the event of like it coming back. And I'm like, I love you guys.
Oh, that was so sweet. Let us know. Should we come out with season 3 merch?
Season 3. We do have a new logo designs. Maybe we do need to do that. That would be really fun.
Maybe when we hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, because we are literally so close, you guys. I want you to take a moment before we even get into the episode, or before we get into the rotisserie. Can I say that on a side effect episode? I don't know. I make the rules around here. So before we even get into anything, I want you to pause the episode and send this to a friend that you think might enjoy listening to us yap, maybe is looking for some podcast recommendations, or, maybe is having a kind of shitty day and needs a laugh, because me and Liv are kind of funny sometimes.
We're kind of funny.
But yeah, share this out to someone and be like, hey, listen to these 2 girls talk. They're hot. They're a little small, so you might not be able to see them on the screen.
Nope.
But if you zoom in, you might be able to.
Yeah. And I also want to say, while you're doing the pausing, if you are listening on a platform that is not YouTube, go over to our YouTube and hit subscribe if you could. Or when you're done listening to this episode, please go subscribe to the YouTube. It's literally just the Dose of It podcast. You'll find us there on YouTube. If you're on YouTube and you're listening and you're not subscribed, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
And speaking of water, don't get it twisted just because this is a Side Effect Fridays episode that we're not doing a water check, okay? Hydration check, y'all. And Liv, show it off, girl.
But y'all, I got a new Awala. I don't know what her name is.
It's actually, I'm going to Target after this and I'm buying. I fear I'm also going to copy you.
No, Liv, this is a beautiful Awala, y'all.
Because I
I
missed the
have been wanting this
handle.
color. Okay, but if I'm being honest, you guys, I went to HEB this morning. I was on I was on FaceTime with
Yeah, you
Liv,
got to tell them the whole thing.
and I had her like on POV. So I was like literally walking around HEB with zero point 0.5 mode on my camera, and she was going around with me looking at everything.
Everything. She was showing me everything, the sushi bar, the barbecue. I was getting an HEB tour.
Yes, and I was like, you know what? Let me show you the cups because they have Awalas here. And then I found this bitch, and she's literally me in a cup. If I was a cup, this would be me, I think.
I think it's the best of both worlds. If you guys are not watching the video version on YouTube, it is the Owala style that is looks like a Stanley kind of. It has the handle, but it's the original. Can I speak? It's the original Owala cap where it like closes and you click it open to have the free sip. And it's actually so hot. And when she picked it up, I was like, I will be going to find a color that
I feel like a QVC model right now. Awala, please tag Awala in the comments or something.
Oh my God. The QVC moment that's going viral. Liv literally had me. I don't know if you guys have ever watched these, but like they'll have like on TikTok or like on YouTube shorts, it'll be like POV, you're shopping at Target. POV, you're shopping at IKEA. And one thing about me, I love feeling like I am in the cart. I am the baby. And I felt like I was Liv baby. Like I was just in the, I was watching
the baby like her are.
Liv and I have been into squishies. Okay, y'all know. If you have watched if you watch our socials, you know that we have been into our squishy moments. And Liv and I can't remember what night it was, but she sent me a TikTok live, and I was like, what is she on? She literally starts spam texting me. She's like, Liv, join the live right now. And I'm thinking it's gonna be like a dosie that wants to talk to us or something. No. It's literally this guy doing a live auction for TikTok Shop dumplings. And I was like, oh my God. And when I tell you, Liv literally starts like fighting with these people, like WWE fighting to like win these auctions because people kept outbidding her. And she's like, oh no. I'm like, she literally just kept bidding and she finally won this like rare edition, like ghosty. It's like a ghost purple dumpling.
Can't wait to show y'all.
Yeah, we're going to have to do like a, okay, but it gets really worse. So then I'm like, I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know they sold squishies on TikTok live. Okay. So then I find it live. And this guy is doing bundle auctions.
Sends me a screenshot that night. I'm not going to say how much she spent on them.
You don't want to know.
I literally had to tell her, you're done. You're cut off tonight. You are cut off.
I literally, first of all, Liv did an auction on there too. And I think she probably has about 20 squishies coming her way. And I think I probably have about like 50. And I don't think I'm kidding on that number. Like,
no, I don't think you are either.
We bid on a lot of squishies, so I fear.
But I will say though, you got a good deal. You got a good deal. So whatever you do not go down that rabbit hole if you are squishy-holic. Because
I would not recommend
it. Guys, I did get a really nice box on Amazon. It has like 30 little squishies. They're like literally little mini ones. Okay, and I'm gonna be gifting those out. I'm gonna be just like putting them out in the wild because they're so cute.
Wait, give one to one of the. Wait, maybe don't. I was gonna say drop one for the geese at on your walks, but maybe don't because they might eat it. They might eat it.
If I come back around that the next day and one of them is not there, I will be very upset.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe don't. We don't want.
They're my friends at this point. I never imagined. If you guys don't know, I go on daily walks, and where I go walking, there are this like group, family, friends of ducks. Okay, and they have a leader, and she happens to be a goose. Her name is Gooselina, and she has a personality, bitch. She's either really happy or really not, or really mean, or really just like ready to square up on you.
These are kind of scary.
No, they're not kind, but me and her have worked out a relationship now. She knows to not come near me.
Yeah.
And when she does come near me, she's pretty friendly. So anyways, I have become one with them. If they're not there, I know something either they're too early or too late. Because they're there bright and early. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're taking a little nap or something. Well, I love that. For whatever reason on my walks, the only thing that I found, and it was like the second day I was on my walk, I found frogs. I found a frog, a singular frog.
I know for me, I'm going to be so fucking real with you. No. I will take the
dog. But it was tiny. It was literally like, it was probably the size of this little baby squishy. Like it was literally the smallest frog I've ever seen. And I tried to take a picture of him and he ran away. And I like put it on I have a picture of him like jumping, like his little legs. And it was really cute, but
that's kind of cute.
That's the only thing I've seen.
Yeah. I would like Deer and I call him Derek.
This is my squishy of the week, guys.
Wait, we're matching colors.
We are. It's a sugar baby. And it's kind of like, have you guys seen that meme of Have you seen that, Liv? Have you seen that meme of that girl, Crystal? And she goes, it's a party, it's a party.
No, I've never seen that, Liver. Let's go ahead and pull out of this box. Okay. So we do want to take a moment to apologize. We did not do the blue card last week. We are not very smart. And the truth is we're just going to have to start doing blue cards right away because we are going to be forgetful.
The truth is it has to be done right away.
I'm not going to lie to you. If we do this in the middle, I don't know what I was thinking, but it probably will not get done as we did last time. So, Liv, you're going to have to tell me to stop when I have a blue card.
Okay.
Is there one in here?
Stop. Yep.
Okay.
You actually have both top. No, okay. Now you have, no, put them back. Just put them back in, redraw. You had a pink and a blue. No, nope, no blue. Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. That was
at first you had one pink and one blue. I was like, you pulled.
Okay, I'm gonna get
both.
Though. Is this a pink?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
All
right,
perfect.
So, what side effect are we gonna have today? But before we have a side effect, gotta have a blue card. We gotta have a little wild card up in here. So the wild card is we have to read our last text out loud.
To who? Each other?
No, just like in general, your last text message that you sent out today.
Okay.
Okay, I'll read mine. Let me see.
Yeah, mine's really uneventful, but I have mine pulled up. So Kim is my roomie, my bestie. He's showing me some vintage Pittsburgh Abercrombie and Fitch sweaters.
Beauty.
And I responded, yeah, that's cute. So that was really uneventful. Yeah, sorry guys.
I'm really uneventful too. Honestly, I'm not. My friends will advocate for this, but I'm not really a texter.
No.
I'm more of I need to call you up and
she gonna call you,
connect with you on a deeper level. So I was on the phone with my best friend earlier, and I was on the phone with Liv. But honestly, the last text messages I have is from my mom. I did just get a new Awala, and so in my head, I said, Puff is very upset with me because I have a lot of cups right now. So I told Liv, if I get rid of like 5 of them that I don't use anymore, I can add 1 more.
Right.
So anyways, I texted my mom a picture of the ones that I no longer had or no longer needed. And I told her, do you like any of these? And then she wanted some. And I said, the last text message I sent was, okay, show me which ones.
Yeah.
Not very eventful. We're kind of boring, honestly. Like, I'm just not a texter when it comes to like my friends and stuff. Like, I will FaceTime you though.
She will. Priss will. If I don't have a FaceTime from Priss at least once a day, I know something's wrong. I will be texting her. Are you okay? Is everything okay? You good?
Are you good? Yeah, no, I'm a FaceTimer. Or I'm an audio, like a text audio.
Yeah. Fresh brisket on the board.
Fresh brisket on the board. Okay, y'all, here we go. Pink card, here we go. The side effect for the week. Wait. Why is making friends as an adult so hard?
God.
Okay, here's my deal. We'll get right into it. Before we get into it, though, let's take a quick hydration check. You're right. I put a little lock on here. Sorry, guys.
No, you locked your water bottle.
I locked myself out. For me, I think that making friends as an adult is so hard because I've come to the conclusion, and it kind of sucks, but not everyone's intentions are kind or good.
Mm-mm.
I'm the type of person that I take my friendships very serious, and I look for certain things in a friend, and I give a certain friendship to someone, and I expect that in return. When you're younger, it's so easy to go to someone in the park. Like, I have had so many of my friends that have little kids, and I go hang out with them at the park or something, and they always come back with a friend. They're kids. Because whenever you're young, it's so easy to just go up to someone and be like, hey, you want to play with me? And then they just come play with you. But as an adult, in my head, I'm like, are you going to fuck me over?
So when we first met, we kind of initially got in this conversation where we both realized we have like one of our bestest friends are gay guys. Like they're gay guys. And we were like, oh my God, like we started talking like, yeah, like I just, for whatever reason, like I've always been able to connect to them more. I feel like I'm able to trust them more, like whatever. And we started bonding over the fact that we haven't had the best relationships. I think sometimes, I'm going to be so blatantly honest, women can scare me. I'm going to be really honest. I think sometimes they can be scary. And I remember saying that, I was like, yeah, like I'm kind of like scared to like develop a friendship with like a woman again. And like, to do that. And I think it's been beautiful. Like, I'm so to this day grateful that I met you because I never thought that I could be 24, 25 and like develop a friendship like you and I have, because it really is hard to make friends as adults. But like you said, I think it comes into play of like, can you trust this person? And I feel like it was so much easier when we were kids to make friends because our brains weren't developed. And if someone was crossed, like I remember when I look back at my friendships now from like middle school, high school, I was like, damn, those people were low key being mean to me and I was just putting up with it
Yeah.
because we were younger and we were like, well, this is just how friends go. Like, this is all we know, like, whatever. But I think now that we're adults, we'll call the bullshit very early on.
No, absolutely. Well, and I feel like for me, I'll be honest, like I'm the first person to say this. And as Josies, I think that you guys know, I'm a very emotional person and I'm a very sensitive person and I wear my heart on my sleeve. And so
Mhm.
whenever I trust you or whenever I come to you with my feelings and my deepest, darkest emotions, and then I find out that you have done something behind my back or
Mhm.
said something behind my back, it really
Yeah.
hurts my heart a
Yeah.
lot. And it's like I take that shit very personal
Mhm.
because my kindness is one of my favorite traits about me. I'm so nice and I'm so kind and I love that about myself. But it's also something so hard that I have because I tend to sometimes see the good in people when I know that I shouldn't.
Mhm.
And I think that over time I've realized that some people who I really thought were my friends say some stuff about me behind closed
Mhm.
doors or say some stuff about me in a room where I'm not present, and
Yeah.
it's very hurtful things.
Yeah.
And it to me, it's kind of like I would not treat you that way. The thing
Mm-mm.
about me and Liv is I know that if I was not present in a room and you were
Mhm.
and somebody was saying something about me, I know that you would be like, that's actually not who she is.
Yeah. We would be
My
fighting.
thing is I would do the same thing for you. Now, the thing about me and Taylor is, I'm very open about this. We have had very hard conversations in the past
Very.
with each other. And I'm the type of bitch that's like, I'm going to tell Taylor, you fucked up or you did this wrong because I would like that back in return. So when I'm saying that people are saying things about me behind a closed door or like in rooms where we're not present, I'm talking about things that are not true.
Things are
I'm
not
talking about
true.
things
Yeah.
that are pretty
And
foul
lies.
and
Like literal
lies.
lies.
And it's
Yeah.
hurtful
Yeah.
because I thought you were my friend.
Yeah.
I thought you were my friend.
Yeah.
And when it comes back to me and I find out,
Mhm.
I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
now I got to start over again with someone else. And I
Yeah.
don't want to do that because as a grown person, my time is valuable
Mhm.
and your time is valuable.
Mhm.
And it's like, when you're meeting a friend, it's like you're starting a relationship all over again. You have to tell them, this is what I don't like. You got to like find each other's goofy side. You got to find each other's playful side. And you have to set boundaries again. Like me and Liv have boundaries on our own personal friendship that we have. And I
Mhm.
don't want to have to do that again. And it almost makes me feel like, okay, I got fucked over and now I don't really want to do that again. But then it's like I don't do it again and I'm like, I'm lonely. So I'm grateful that I have people in my life currently
Mhm.
that I have had hard conversations with, I
Mhm.
have opened up to, and I'm finally getting to a place where I can see who is in my corner and who isn't.
Yeah. Well, I think everything that you said, like, is so true. Like, you and I, like, we have had hard conversations, and I think we'll continue to have hard conversations. And I was telling you this the other day. We were probably on FaceTime. I can't remember. But I said that I like that you're more of my, like, blunt friend or the friend that'll tell me things. Like, if I do something that upsets you or, like, whatever it may be, or you'll be like, Taylor, I don't like this guy. Or Taylor, I have a weird feeling about this. Like, I like that I have you, that you're blunt and you will tell me things. Cause someone like Kim, I love him to death, but he's more of like he'll say yes. Like he's very like a yes person. Like he won't really tell me the truth because he's scared of confrontation. Like he'll tell me the truth, but like well, sometimes like he's a sugar coder is like I guess what I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
for. And it really is hard to find people where you're able to have a vulnerable conversation with someone and be able to like snap back. Like I cannot tell you how many times Priss and I have had a hard conversation and like we may have taken space from each other, but we've snapped back and like we've worked on it and we've talked about it like adults. And I will forever appreciate this relationship because I feel like it's taught me so much about like friendship and that you're gonna like
Taught me a lot about girlhood because
girlhood,
like
yeah.
not every friendship is going to be perfect,
Perfect. No,
but I
not at
feel like
all.
there's going to be a friendship out there that's going to be worth it. And like we have had conversations where it's very uncomfortable. And I literally have to
Mhm.
tell Taylor, I'm like, I want you to know that if I did not care about you as a friend, I would not have this conversation with you.
Mhm.
And the truth is that our friendship has truly taught me that. Like, I
Mhm.
feel like when things used to get hard, I'm like, I'm going to bounce now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
No,
maybe like,
exactly. Me too. I'd be like, okay, you're
yeah,
blocked. Like, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
yeah. And like, we have had to sit down and like have these conversations with each other. So like, it has taught me that I can do that too. Like, I can have a hard conversation and not feel like I have to lose you. So I really value our friendship, but it is very hard
It's hard
to,
to find another bitch like you. It really is. It's hard
You got
because
a bitch like me, and like thinking about
you
it.
know how to bitch like me. Because here's my thing is I watch people who I know are friends, but I know that their friends have said things about them behind their backs. And you were kind of touching on that. And it makes me think, I'm like, if only those people knew that the people they're with or the people they're friends with or whatever, they they're like, they're not in your corner. You may think they're in your corner, but they're not in your corner. And I think that's what's also hard for me because it's like, yeah, if you were not in a room and someone dared try to say something about you to me, oh, it'd be I'm we're fighting. It's like it's
Yeah.
hands on, like we're fighting. But I see people who are friends with people and maybe they're in that room and they kind of will join in on the conversation or they're like,
I had to have a conversation with Taylor when we first started. And I said, I just want you to know this is something that I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but I had to let Taylor know, I'm like, hey, just so you know, this is something that because we opened up to each other. We're like, my past friendships have kind of looked like this. And
mm-hmm,
this is my worry. And this is where I struggle with. And
mm-hmm,
for me, growing up bigger my whole life, I felt like I was always kind of like the topic of, I was kind of like the laughing
mm-hmm.
thing. And
Yeah.
people would always not laugh with me, but laugh at me. And I don't want my best friend to stand in a room and laugh at me. I want
Mm-hmm.
her to be like, okay, guys, this is not cool. Let's not
Mm-hmm.
fucking do this.
Yeah.
And I want you to say that with your chest. I don't want you to go to the side that's favored or go to whatever side has the most people. If
Mm-hmm.
I'm your friend and you know who I am, I
Mm-hmm.
want you to stand next to me and stand on business. I know that you moved to a new city and that's hard because you're just kind of starting over.
Do you ever feel like, are people trying to get close to you because of what you do for a living? Or do you
Yeah.
feel
Yeah. And I have found things out recently and it was really hard for me. And you know that.
yeah. I was
It was really hard for me
yeah.
because, yeah, it just kind of sucks. When you open up to someone and then you hear and see other things
Yeah.
and you're like, damn,
No,
okay,
exactly.
maybe I'm not. It is harder with it is harder with a platform because, I sometimes wonder, I'm like, were you really wanting to be my friend? Or did you have other intentions? And that's another reason why sometimes I'm like, making friends is hard.
Are you just trying to, is it transactional? Are you genuinely wanting to get close to me? Are you genuinely wanting to get to know me or be there for me? Maybe something happened. It's something was a serious situation and something happened and you're acting like you're in my corner. Are you okay? Whatever, I'm here if you need a listening ear or whatever. And then it's then you're taking what I'm saying and you're going to the next listening ear and telling them,
Yes.
what I'm going through. It's that's where the trusting is because I know Liv wouldn't do that to me.
At the end of the day, we're human. We're not just like tea.
Mm-hmm. No, at
So
all. I think that just it goes to show and that's where I'll always come back to I would rather have a small corner. There's a gnat in my room and it's making me so mad and I just want to smack it.
it probably came out of that baby's crack.
Yeah, maybe it did. I'm a big believer in I would rather keep my corner small in a corner. Oh my God, it really wants me. I would rather keep my corner small with a group of people that I know that I love and trust and have my back versus having quantity over quality, right?
Yeah.
I have definitely learned that in my adult life. The goal is to not have 20 friends. The goal is to have 3 really good friends that I know that I can cry on their shoulder whenever I fucking need to and vice versa.
Mhm.
And yeah, it really does suck. And I think coming from I don't want to be oh boo-hoo, try being an influencer for a day, but I think sometimes it can get hard because it's you how do you balance that factor of does this person really want to be my friend, and do you allow that wall to come down where it's I post on social media, and kind of letting people get close to you, and then when that backfires then it's oh, now you're afraid that you're this is really scary to let the walls down
Yeah.
and let people get close to you and then feeling like you had friends and then it just kind of all something happens and it's then it just makes you you said you have to go back to ground zero where you're okay.
Friendship breakups hurt more than fucking lover
They do.
breakups
They
sometimes
do.
because I'm like, I thought you were my bitch.
Yeah. No, it's so hard.
Yeah. It's really sad. You're always reminded about them and certain
Yeah.
things, you'll be reminded about
Yes.
them.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, finding a friendship, a true, genuine friendship as an adult is something I value so much
Mhm.
because I have met people in my life now and I think of them as my friends and I know they're my friends. And I think that
Mhm.
it's beautiful being able to find someone that matches my energy and that I feel safe with, genuinely safe with. And I don't have to worry about, what's going to happen behind my back. I don't have to worry about, misinformation being spread about me.
Mm-hmm.
And I value that. I really, really do. My friends know who the fuck they are. Y'all know. I love y'all. I love y'all down. And I will say, like, I feel like a lot of my friendships that I currently have, I have found recently. Like Dusty, I know you and Kim have been friends for a very long time, but Dusty, I probably met him like 5, 6 years ago.
And I think that's
And
beautiful.
yeah. And me and like it's like also when you're an adult and you're meeting a friend, it's like you kind of know that this is gonna be
Yep.
your bitch. Like you get a
Yep.
feeling like, okay, I fuck with you and I think we're gonna be soul sisters here.
That was literally me the night that you and I were sending audio messages back and forth to each other. And we both joked about, like, we were like, oh, sorry, I can't speak. Like, I'm stuttering. And I was like, she's a
Yeah.
damn bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because like I'm a very like goofy person, but I'm also like I don't know how to explain myself.
You're
But
goofy. I would say like 75% of the time, Priss is gonna, like, you are gonna make me laugh. You're gonna be joking around. It's gonna be like so unserious and it's gonna be like funny. But then like you have, I don't do math, so whatever the other percentages are, then there's a decent portion of you where also like you're gonna keep me grounded. And I like that. Like I've had so many moments where like I'm an overthinker and I have anxiety. And like I will just be we FaceTime like pretty much all day. Like we kind of like co-work together and stuff. And like I'll start like thinking out loud. Like earlier I was like getting anxious about like me doing social media. And I was like, thinking about stuff and she like was like, no, you're a boss bitch. She's like telling me to like snap out of it. But also like there's a side of you like where you're gonna be blunt and you're gonna tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. And I love that because everybody needs a friend like that. And then there's also a part of you that's very loving and you love your family, you love like your man and like you're like the family side of you. And you're just very like you have a very loving, sweet, kind. Like you're like that all the time. Like even behind the funny, like just beneath you is
I'm
like
getting
just
uncomfortable
pure.
if we're done talking about me.
You're what?
I said I'm getting uncomfortable when we talk too much about me. Maybe let's talk about you now. Okay, so you are the type of friend. Okay, you always get me caught up with like all the trends. You make me feel comfortable in the sense that like I know I can be weird and I know that I'm not going to be like judged for it. And I
You have a
think that
crop dust
you
on a
like,
train.
yeah, you always make me feel like not stupid.
Yeah.
I've been in a relation, not a relationship, but I've been in like friendships where I say things and then they just make me feel like, were you born yesterday type shit. But like the difference between you, oh, the gnat is crazy.
I'm sorry. It keeps trying to fly in
Play
my
with your
face.
teeth.
I'm sorry, guys. Let me
Play
let
with your
me.
teeth.
Ew, can you imagine? We
Hell
probably
no.
honestly, we probably eat gnats more than we think. Like I think
Okay.
about that all the time while I'm
Anyways, let me
walking.
go back to what I was saying.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. So anyways, you are the type of bitch that fuck the gnat threw me off here. I was really going for it too. Oh yeah, okay. So I've had friendships in the past where I'll say something and then they like to laugh and make me feel like I'm just like stupid as fuck. But you're the type of bitch that's like, I say something stupid and you're like, wait, you're fucking funny. Like you're funny, dude. You don't make me feel less than. You're also a very down ass bitch which I fuck with because there's not a lot of down ass bitches out there. And you are. Like, if I tell you an idea, you're like, let's do it. Like, when and where? Let's get that shit done. Even if it's
Mm-hmm.
delusional, you still support it.
And it
And that's
usually
what I
is.
love. Yeah. And I love that because, like, sometimes my dreams and my whatever I have in my brain is very scary. And I need someone to remind me that it's okay, that my dreams are not too scary for my brain. And I'm a very anxious person. So in my head, I'm like, this is going to be a huge fail. But to have someone tell you, like, no, it's going to work out. Like, this is going to work out for you is really special to have. So that's the type of bitch you are.
Do you want a kiss or scissor maybe? Yeah. Okay.
No,
Wait.
I have an energy drink and I'm not even kidding. I think, are you
I
crying?
literally want to. No, I have. I'm sorry. Yeah, not to be theatrical or anything. I ain't crying. Yeah, you.
I said,
Yeah.
hell no. But I do think though that I am Glinda. You might be Alphaba.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think we're definitely like we've always been like that. Like you're very pink, and I'm very like I still enjoy pink,
You're
obviously,
very
but
like emo rock.
yeah, I'm very like, and I think it's like we connect like that, but we still underneath everything like we still love all the same things. Like we
Yeah.
connect on Ari and all that stuff, but.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, I'm forever. I will forever be grateful for like the friendship you and I have developed, and I think it showed me that you can still make friends as an adult. And something I actually haven't really—I don't even think you know about this, but Kim and I had a falling out. Actually, it
Yeah, I
was
did. You told me.
yeah, it was during COVID, and Kim and I didn't talk for almost a year, And that I remember was harder than any breakup I've ever gone through. It was so hard. And I remember like I would see Taylor Swift and I would think of Kim and I would cry.
Yeah.
Like everything I would think of Kim and I would cry. And we obviously finally you know how I reconnected with Kim? I invited him to an Xbox party
Oh, I
because I
know.
still had him on Xbox and I was like, let me just shoot my shot. Let me see. And he literally joined and was like, no, I miss you so much. Neither one of us just wanted to text each other and be like,
Oh,
we were like, fuck this argument. Like, it was not worth arguing over. Like, we miss each other. And we've been inseparable ever since. But I think that's what is important in friendships because there was a point in time where Liv and I went through something really hard together in the beginning of this year. And we didn't talk as much as we used to. And that was hard.
very hard.
Yeah. We have never, like, I have never raised my voice to her or anything like that until, like, there was a moment though where I was like getting, like, she was like, we were just having hard conversations and she's like, Liv, like, you're like, kind of yelling right now. And I was like, no, you're right. Like, I was like, I'm sorry. Like, when you're able to have, I think, hard conversations with someone and like be able to come back, then you know that like that's going to be your bitch for like quite a
Yeah.
fucking while. Like,
Yeah. And that goes to show you guys, like, if you are listening to this and you're maybe like, I don't really have a lot of friends. I don't think I can make friends. I think you can.
mm-hmm.
It's not going to be the easiest thing ever for some of us. For some of us, it might take a couple of tries. But when you find the person who is your person, and when it comes to the friendship world, you'll know and you'll be able to value that person so much more because in a world where you're questioning whether or not these people's intentions are true or not,
Mm-hmm.
and then you find someone that is, it hits different. Me and Taylor would literally not be friends if I had not DM'd her one day.
No, exactly.
So, reach out to whoever it is that you see and you're like, we would really vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And shoot your shot. Shoot your shot. Like, go to, events if that you're. I will say I'm the type of person I get very shy. This is going to be so random.
And I feel like that's a hot take because looking at you on the internet, if I didn't know you, I would think you're the most social person I've ever seen in my life.
I'm very, very introverted. Unless you come up to me and like start a conversation, then I will start yapping your ear off. Once I'm comfortable around you, it doesn't take a lot for me to get comfortable around you. But once I get comfortable around you, you're never going to shut me the fuck up. But when I'm like put in a new room with new people, I want to melt to the ground because I'm like, this is so hard.
Yeah.
So I'm not the type of person to like go to like friendship meetups and stuff
like I know
that.
what you're talking about. Like my city and your city probably has it too because you're in like a like San Antonio probably has it, but like they do like Pittsburgh like City Girls Walk or something like that. Or, like, yeah, but I get it. Like I probably couldn't like but it's.
But I wish I could.
Yeah, but I like what you're saying. Like there are still other ways to like meet friends and meet people because you met Dusty on social media, right?
Girl, y'all want to know how I met Dusty? He was on live one day doing his makeup. I saw him and I said, you need to be my friend right now. You're eating that makeup up too fucking much and I'm going to need you in my corner right now. And so I started commenting on his live. He had a bunch of people up in there. And I remember I just kept commenting over. Like, I think I said something like, please be my friend. Like, please be my friend. Or like, OMG, we need to be friends right now. Like, I said something like that. It was very straightforward. And obviously he read it and he was like, yes, playing around. And I said, no, we literally need to be friends now. I'm not even kidding to you. Message me.
You were like, no, I'm not
Get
kidding.
off the live and message me. I shot my shot and he's my ride or die. I love him. Shoot your shot, dude. You'll never know if this is like a person for you unless you fucking try.
That was perfectly said. I think that wraps up this part of the side effect part of the episode. I think the last thing that I just have to say is remember that lasting friendships are going to be the ones that you can have hard conversations with, the ones that you are going to have hard conversations with, because at the end of the day, that's what builds trust with people. And that's what creates vulnerability and being able to be vulnerable with that person, to be comfortable with that person while you're being vulnerable, not someone who's just going to shut down and not have conversations with you and not give an explanation and just disappear on you or something. So I think being able to have hard conversations with people are the people that you want to stick around with and keep around. And I hope that you guys find your liver. I hope that you guys find your other half, like I did as an adult. And like Liv even said, like, it's not that she just found me. Like she, a few years ago shot her shot on, on a TikTok live. Like so many people find their friends online. And don't be afraid to build don't be afraid to build adults. Don't be afraid to build friendships as adults. There's so many things like Bumble Friends and the internet now that we have. It's a beautiful thing. So don't be afraid to join like Facebook groups or, TikTok groups, whatever. I don't know if they make TikTok groups. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Like they have like the forums, I think, or something. I don't know. But you definitely can. You can make friends as an adult. Is it hard? Yes. It can be hard, but you have to be willing. You have to be willing to work on it, because it is worth it. I found you.
Okay, you guys. So that is our thoughts on why we think friendships as adults are hard. Let us know your opinions. What do you think? Do you think finding friendships as an adult is easier? Is it harder? Does it kind of just feel the same for you? Let us know. We love a good conversation. As you guys know, we have a new segment on our side effects episode, and we're calling it a prescription today. We actually got a message in from one of our dosies, and I want to answer it with Liv. She actually has not, she has no idea what it is, but I figured it'd be kind of fun that way. So I'm going to get that pulled up, and
I'm
we're going
scared.
to end the episode on that note. All right. So this question says, okay, girls, I need y'all to settle something because I genuinely don't know if I'm being dramatic. If you are on a weight loss journey and your partner keeps saying they love you at any size, but the more weight you lose, the more attention and compliments they suddenly start giving you, would that make you feel good? Or would you secretly wonder why they weren't doing all of that before? Okay, first of all, that is a really good fucking question. The way that is a really good question. And two, thank you so much for sending
Yes.
that in. I'm not
Thank
gonna say
you.
the at names just because, again, if you
Yeah.
feel comfortable enough to adopt the at, you can do that. But I know that it takes a lot of vulnerability to slide in our DMs and ask us anything, tell us
Mhm.
anything, or just be vulnerable in general. So thank you so much for doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
Literally not the lash on its ass.
God.
So, hmm.
Mm. Yeah, I have some thoughts. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say like the positive side, and then you can kind of give us like the other side.
Yeah, yeah, you know I'm gonna do the
But
dark
I
side.
think this is me literally seeing the good in people, and I'm like, fuck, rude. But in my head, I'm like, maybe they know that you're going through a weight loss journey, and maybe they know it's a vulnerable journey, and they see you putting in the work and the effort, and they're hyping you up. I know that, for example, in my weight loss or on my weight loss journey, I have moments where I look at myself in the mirror and I don't enjoy the person that I see some days. Or I have moments where I'm having like, I can't connect my brain to my body. And so having Puff just tell me I'm beautiful or remind me that I look good feels good. And I don't take it as he's being weird because I'm getting smaller. I take it as he's
He's being
seeing the
supportive,
work
yeah.
that I'm doing and he's seeing the change that I so desperately want to see. And he's reminding me of it. So that's kind of how I look at it. But what do you
Yeah.
think, Brooke?
I think that's a good take, honestly. And I feel like a part of my brain went there too. And I feel like that's very valid. And I think it's all about knowing your partner. I think for me personally, I've went through a relationship where that person that I was with was saying things to me like I needed to lose weight, that they wanted a healthy partner. And so I think my brain, just from what I've been through, goes to, is this someone who, genuinely cares about you and loves you? Which it sounds like, if you mean, your partner the best as anyone would. So, for me, if I was still with that person and then he started complimenting me and he wasn't complimenting me before, then I would know, like, okay, you're only liking me
Yeah.
now because I'm changing. But I think if this person has given you, the only thing that would get me about it is how she said, I don't know if we said, but they said that their partner wasn't really complimenting them before and now they are. But here's my take on
Okay.
it
Oh, yeah,
too.
you're right.
But my take on it too is like you said though, is like maybe because some people really just aren't verbally good at complimenting people, So maybe the partner is just kind of, like you said, Liv, like what Mr. Puff does. Like they're just like making sure they're cheering you on and that's their way of being supportive.
Yeah.
I think don't be afraid to have a conversation. We said this on a few episodes ago of it is your partner at the end of the day. And kind of like what we talked about this episode, you have to have hard conversations with people. And I think that if this is your partner and you love them and they love you, you should be able to get vulnerable with them and maybe just say, hey, like, I know that you've always reiterated that you love me at any size, but I just want to make sure that, that'll never change, or that truly you truly mean that through anything. Like, if one day you want to have kids with this person and, your body changes again, will they still love you the same as,
Yeah.
just making sure that your partner truly means that. And I hope that what they're saying to you is honest, that they would love you at any size. But I think I'm always the type of person to have my walls up because I've been through so much. But as long as your partner isn't making like comments like you need to lose weight and stuff like that, I think what Liv said probably is the more reasonable side where I think they're just trying to cheer you on. It sounds like, and be the supportive cheerleader in your corner.
I think that hard conversation allows space for growth.
Yeah,
I think
they
that's
do.
honestly the takeaway of
That's
this whole
perfect.
episode.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, literally. I think that was so good. Mic drop. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Side Effect Friday episode. These episodes are getting so fun. And I want to say, Liv's like paused right now. I want to say thank you to the Dosi who sent that message in again. I know it's hard sometimes to be vulnerable on the internet, but thank you for sending that in. And also, Liv, thank you for having, the hard conversations with me and being a great friend. And thank you for doing the pod with me. I love doing the dose of it. I love all of you Dosies for listening and hanging out with us. Dosies that have been here since the very beginning. We have so many people who message us and they're like,
Yeah.
I have watched you guys since like episode 1.
Dude, my favorite is when you guys tag us in videos of y'all like listening to us
While you're walking,
I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe that somewhere
people
in this
listen to
world,
us.
somebody has us in their car right now. Like,
I know.
listening to me and Taylor talk.
No, you know what was mind blowing, and I can't wait for it again this year, is when we were in people's Spotify Wrapped. That was, remember, we were getting DMs and people were like, oh my God, this was my top podcast of the year. And I was like, it's hard sometimes to like wrap my mind around the fact that you're right. That like, we're probably on someone's car right now, like literally on their Bluetooth, or we're in their ear as they're walking right now. And as you're listening to this, know that we love you. And Priss and I literally are so appreciative of you guys. Like the community that we have built and the community that we have surrounding us, we know that you guys are some of the most beautiful people in the world. And I'm just so grateful for what we've built. And I just love this platform. I love doing this with you, Liv. I think it's so fun. And I love that we're doing 2 episodes a week. I love it, honestly.
Yeah, it's so much
So
fun. I feel like it's therapy. And if you guys enjoy it, then you guys are our boss.
5
So,
episodes coming. 5 episodes.
y'all are the boss. So we love you guys. And we will see you guys next week. We hope y'all have the best day ever. And we'll see you soon. Bye, Dosies.
Yay. Bye, Dosies.
I think we're good. That's enough for
I trust us. We're good.